we're going live for the second time tonight because signal's been fishy on the first one, and hopefully the reconnect will do us some good. Like I said, now we were talking about Putin. No longer in a Cold War. We're in a hot war. These leaked documents admitted that U.S. Special Forces have been on the ground in Ukraine for months. Now dude, I said it out loud when this started. We are not sending multi-million-dollar drones over to Ukraine and telling Ukrainian dumbass soldiers to fly them. No, we're not. We're probably not even sending basic-ass Bradley vehicles over there and letting them dumbasses go get them stuck in the mud. We've been fighting this war the whole time. I called it out, dude. I called it out. Just go ahead.
That kind of explains a lot. If that's really the case, that explains a lot.
And also, in these documents, we learned that we're getting our asses handed to us. Just like I said, I don't think they're telling us that he's handing us our asses over there.
Yeah, but that's not always been the case.
No, but they've been telling us. I loved Marjorie Taylor Greene's response to this. Now Democrats, they're all the same on the whole. We got to go find this kid, but Marjorie Taylor Greene's take on this, she said, "This is classified material and should have never been leaked. But unfortunately, now it's laying on my desk. It's in front of me. The information is my knowledge. So now I have to take this information to heart. And we have to investigate this information."
Right.
So, but, no, there's a lot.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest news that I've really heard this week, that I've really followed a little bit, was the leak.
But what gets me is, of all the leaks that have happened over the last 8 years, well, they found this kid quick. We still don't know who leaked the fucking abortion shit. We still don't know who leaked, we don't know who leaked Trump's tax returns. We don't know who leaked any of these things, but we know exactly who put that shit out. Quick, showed up with armored vehicles. They show up with armored vehicles.
He did put it on a Minecraft Discord. I mean, seems like that'd be easily traced. Looks like it's gonna be like this all night, brother.
Yeah, man. What the fuck? What are you doing to me tonight? Is the Wi-Fi? Some tweaker stole some cable the other day, and they had to put it back up. I didn't expect this shit though. It's not even. It didn't even auto record this week. What the fuck are you doing to me? You know what? We're about to do something crazy. Anyway. Hey. There's Christy. We're hoping this stays up.
Yep, it don't look good.
Fucking system via Wi-Fi. Good news is, I have found us Good news is I have found us a couple options for other places to carry our podcast. Christy's with us. Hey, Christy. Look, some tweakers stole some of the cable out here, so our Wi-Fi is like third world this week. Did you see the new whistleblower?
Probably.
All right, so
No.
let's run through some headlines.
What is today? Sunday?
Sunday. Let's
Okay,
run through some headlines for the week. Let's see if you've missed anything and we can talk on it. So, Monkey Works, the podcast, verified that the flights you've been seeing flying over top of you constantly, they are 3D mapping the entire East Coast for some odd reason. Right? They're 3D mapping everything, whether it's tactical or for martial law or use your imagination. But they're 3D mapping. They're flying circles and they're 3D mapping everything. Google Earth's already done that, so they're doing it again. They're double checking. If you build a shed lately, it's going to be on the updated map. But anyway, let's see here. The Biden administration has been proven they are involved with Mar-a-Lago. The Biden administration was involved in the raid at Mar-a-Lago. In fact, he kind of
Authorized it?
authorized it, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I know you hate that I talk about Mexico all the time, but the DOJ has declared that they are going to use every resource available to go after the Seneca cartel, the Mexico labs, the Chinese fentanyl pharmacy companies, the U.S. arms the people from the U.S. that are dealing arms to the cartels, the people who were laundering their money, and the leaders. Remember the hot girl I showed you? El Chapo's children. They were going to use every tool at their disposal. I told you that shit down on the border was going to go somewhere. Yeah. So you know what? Biden administration going after the cartels, going after China and the fentanyl labs. You know what? I credit where credit's due.
If it happens.
But they said they're going to do it. They at least came out and said they're going to do it. It takes a lot of balls to tell Mexico, hey. But here we are messing with another one of Russia's allies at the same time. So is that a good idea?
Like, this is...
France burnt down Black Rock.
Yeah. We talked about that on the phone the other day, or through text or something.
They are... What are we doing now?
Just wishy-washy, I guess.
Come on back.
Welcome back.
Come on back. Poor. Yeah. Yeah, that's all of my cable.
My whole fucking life.
That explains my entire cable situation on Grapevine up here. Yeah, France burnt down Black Rock. That was a rather big deal. Come back. Come on. Watergate was a coup. They have proven that Watergate was a bunch of bullshit and was a fucking coup to get Nixon removed from office. It was in one of the CIA documents. Fucking Tucker Carlson did a fucking special on it. Dude, what have I said? I got it. What have I said? Remember, the Clintons lost their law license in Watergate for doing a bunch of dirty stuff. They've been at this since the fucking beginning, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Big wows.
That's crazy how everything just seems to be getting weirder and weirder
Yeah.
and weirder.
Well, but the people who are like really doing it are coming to light. Let's see here. The Biden bank records. Chase Bank has agreed to give these for the Biden family over that they were holding.
I think it was more than Chase, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Several banks.
There's several.
Like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think that's what I heard.
But I guess Chase was the ones that was being some hard asses, and so Chase is giving in. And I mean, dude, he said he's coming hard. What's the gray-haired guy's name?
Comer.
Comer. Yeah. Comer's coming hard. He's not messing around. He's like, there is prison time involved here. Yeah, the intel leaks. Like I said, let's see here. Spying on the Allies, including UK, South Korea, Israel. I mean, Ukraine doesn't count. They were like, we're spying on Ukraine. We're at war in Ukraine. That's intelligence gathering. That doesn't count. I don't think we should be there, but once you're at war there, you're not spying on them. That's just intelligence gathering. You're at war there.
Right. I mean, it's always intelligence gathering.
In war, things are different.
It should never be. I'm never spying.
Let's see here. Yeah, the Biden whistleblower. So Mike McCormick, who was a stenographer during the Obama administration, was on the airplane when Joe Biden was talking to Jake Sullivan about all of his Ukraine business and the fracking and all that. And you know what happens when you say something in front of a stenographer?
He writes it down. Or types it, whatever that shit is. Yeah.
That funny little machine with the 7 buttons, but somehow it makes words. Yeah. But
oh yeah, that one. There's only there's not that many buttons, bro. How are your fingers moving that fast?
So I mean, he's getting hung there too. You got Alvin Bragg. Look, I think, and I'm so mad I didn't get the video up. I meant to find it. A guy was going around the Bronx interviewing people on the streets after dark, which I find that's real journalism. That's brave. But if there's one thing the young African American vote in this country recognizes, it's when the judicial system is just dragging somebody through some bullshit because they're bored and they want to do it.
Right.
So literally, Alvin Bragg, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Alvin Bragg single-handedly took the entire African American youth vote, at least, out back behind the courthouse and threw it in the dumpster for the entire Democratic Party. I think he may possibly have.
Maybe, man. You never know. Like, you don't know the ramifications of anything until he goes through with it. Like, if Trump's lawyers beat every one of these charges, you know, because...
Well, literally, he broke... Okay, literally, there was one check. He managed to break one check down into 30 counts. Literally, it's like he wrote the check, count 1. He handed the check to Michael Cohen, count 2. He allowed Michael Cohen to accept the check, count 3. Like, that's literally how this is broken down. And when it comes to the Stormy Daniels thing, literally 2 hours.
Right, but that's not how none of that went. You know, that's the thing. That's the reason why all of this is bogus.
Right.
Like, Trump never paid Stormy Daniels shit.
Michael Cohen took out a loan on his own home.
Yeah. And Trump technically never paid that man back
Never
for that shit
gave him a dime for that shit.
So technically, Trump never paid for shit.
No. And then Stormy Daniels,
that's the thing.
Stormy Daniels has to give Trump $125 grand.
Right.
And after she
for defamation and talking during the non-disclosure.
Because the affair never happened.
But she
said the affair never happened.
She talked about it, period. It was to never be disclosed, never to be talked about. That's what a non-disclosure is. I'm going to give you this amount of money for your silence. You know what I mean? I'm paying you for your silence. And when you go on a talk show and say I had an affair with Trump, you broke that fucking contract.
Yeah.
Now you give me my money back.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the funny thing, is how are they charging Trump? Shouldn't they be charging Michael Cohen?
Well, the thing is,
Trump
never did anything.
He never paid for any of this. This is never Trump's money. How are they?
Right. Yeah, I need to get my garden up too, Christy. In fact, I looked at chicken coops the other day. I'm about to buy one. Ugh. Yeah. The January 6th video that came out, that, you know, the video you have, okay, well, there was 3 of them. One, remember the guys that were handing out the signs that were dangerous weapons?
Yeah.
Those were FBI agents. There's footage of 5 guys getting caught with firearms in the crowd. All of them had black hoodies on. They were dressed Antifa, not Trump. All of them were cops. All of them had firearms. All of them straight up said on this video, it's body cam footage, we're undercover in the crowd. You remember the footage, the famous footage of the cops running away and the crowd breaching?
Yeah.
Turns out that the cops behind them are fucktards and tear gas themselves. I can't put the video up on the screen, but I can show you the video, and it's satisfying. Here. So this is the footage of everybody breaching, right? This is good. Insurrection. They tear gas themselves.
Shit.
Well, that old song goes, you don't tug on Superman's cape, don't shoot your tear gas into the wind.
Something like that?
That's it.
Wow.
And let me tell you, speaking as someone who personally got a taste of that shit that day, it's no joke. It's rough.
I was tear gassed in the Army, so I know.
No, that new shit ain't no joke. Like the Geneva Convention says, you can't use it on the battlefield, but they use it in street control in every country.
Yeah, that's not the battlefield.
Yeah. So what are you planting, Christy?
Everything.
There was the Dadeville, Alabama shooting. 4 killed, 15 injured. Nobody knows what that's about yet, but hopefully that guy don't get put on a beer can. Wow. AI. All of a sudden, they're arguing AI.
Oh, dude, from what I understand, this Chat GPT thing is pretty awesome right now with the things that it'll say to you. You know what I mean? Like, because it searches from everything on the internet. Like, you can literally ask it, how do you start a successful business? And it'll sit there and tell you shit about how to start a successful business.
Do they not want AI? Now, I know, like, you know, before, I know, like, you know, religious people have their views on AI, and everybody has, but is there a level where they don't want AI, not because it serves us some kind of threat, but because it won't lie for them?
AI is going to be
like, if Nancy Pelosi told the computer to tell people this, it would be like, that's illogical.
AI will be protected or restricted or regulate, whatever the word you want to use is, just like the internet is. You know, because we as a free, supposedly free society, we have the internet. You know what I mean? We can search things and surf the internet, but we don't have access to the web. So we're not totally free on the web.
Yeah.
Because there's shit on there that
we
can't
get.
Look, you can find it if you custom build a computer or some shit in order to access this, you know, particular set of things. But it's no different than AI.
No.
So AI will be available to the public, and some of it will be free apps and be fun shit. But like the real shit, it's gonna be strictly government controlled and for the rich and elite.
I want a holodeck.
I mean, I think that would be amazing. You know what I mean? I don't really see that in our lifetime. Maybe when we get old. You know what I mean? But
we're not going that way in the future, man.
Well,
Star Trek's the only place that figured it out and then decided to make the world better with their technology. Everybody else goes straight Mad Max.
Yeah. I do believe that, you know, AI could be the turning point.
You know, you could get a lot better energy and a lot more energy output if you simply put mercury in a ball and like basically told us that we would over to basically Tesla's technologies. And that's the way we should be living as humans. If we're not going to go that direction, it will eventually wipe us out. We're going to have to make these particular changes. As people who make money off stocks and things, be highly endangered, like the economic system would be. That's a shitty example, but I mean, I don't think they want to give up their control and their ability to manipulate markets and situations in order to allow any kind of artificial intelligence to have a say in any situation. Because look, let's be honest, AI, first thing they're going to say, the first thing AI is going to say is, why are you using diesel engines to cross the ocean when wind technology works?
Because wind is slow, stupid.
Those diesel engines ain't a lot quicker.
They're a lot quicker than wind, a lot more.
They use nuclear reactors to make heat, to boil water, to make steam.
I mean, that's
like the day I learned that my ship, the Enterprise, you know, this is nuclear powered, and then we really got to talking one day about how nuclear works, and this guy explained it to me, and I was like, so it's fucking steam powered? And he goes, in layman's terms.
But the fuel source never runs out.
Yeah.
Whereas coal, you gotta feed it.
Yeah.
The fuel source is
steady
hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And dude, you could take that ship and full steam ahead.